Alright guys, ZFR Gaming back here again today. And this video we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead episode 13, Not Tomorrow Yet. Now pretty much this episode does air tonight. I know I said last week that I was gonna make this predictions video earlier for you guys. You guys don't know the struggle, man. Like it seemed like every time I sat down and get ready to make it, like something has got in my way. But yeah, I am going to keep trying to get these out early. But you know, if they come out late sometime, they just might come out late. But you guys really seem to be enjoying them, so that's why I keep making them. And The Walking Dead is definitely one of my favorite TV shows to date. I have some Uncharted 4 gameplay in the background. I haven't gotten to play any of the beta since I've done the live stream, so yeah, I'm probably going to be live streaming some of that later tonight and even getting some more gameplay in case you guys are interested in that, just to let you know. But getting into this Walking Dead episode 13 predictions. Wait, this is episode 13. Alright, I just have to make sure. I lose track sometime. But yeah, pretty much in the last episode a lot happened. We met the Hilltop, and pretty much we made the deal with them. Half of everything they have for in return, like Rick's group is going to, you know, deal with Negan and the Saviors. But there's one problem with this, and pretty much the problem here is that we all know how dangerous Negan is, or at least I'm sure you've heard something by this point. Negan's group is definitely way too much for Rick and his group alone, definitely, and you can be sure that things are going to go bad. And they've actually released the descriptions for all of the episodes a little early, like so we kind of have a brief little description of what's going to happen in every episode for the rest of the season. And it sounds like things are going to get crazier and just insane towards the end. Like, it doesn't sound like it's going to slow down from this point at all. It's just an entire uphill battle. So yeah, like pretty much in this episode it looks like Rick and the group are going to be on their way to the Saviors and might even begin the attack on them. But I do think this whole attack on the Saviors is going to last more than one episode. I'm not sure if it's going to last like 3 or 4 episodes. I don't think it's going to last that long, because you know that would be like the rest of the season almost. I think it's going to be more like the beginning of the attack or something like that's going to happen this episode. Next episode is going to be, you know, kind of the big part of the attack, and then they're probably going to break off from it, end up falling back or something later on in episode 15 or something, or episode 15 might be a little bit calmer and stuff. But if I'm correct, episode 14, I believe, I can't remember, but from the descriptions, I'll make a video about that later, because that's something really big. But one of these episodes is something I think everybody's been waiting for a while. One of these upcoming episodes, everybody's been waiting for this to kind of happen, like since like season 3 or whatever, or season 4. Season 4 I believe it was. But we'll talk about that in a different video. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that. But yeah, pretty much in this episode, like I said, I think we're going to see the group on their way to the Saviors for most of the time. Like, we know we're going to see some stuff with Carol this episode. It looks like she's going to be facing her demons, as the episode puts in its description. So yeah, like it looks like she's finally going to be coming to terms to, you know, how freaking ruthless she is. Cause like, I mean, Carol, like when she goes into that killer instinct mode, you know, she just has no mercy for anybody, and eventually that kind of stuff is going to kind of catch up with you, you know, especially when things slow down a little bit. So yeah, that gives me reason to think part of this episode will be slow, but the other part will be extremely fast paced and action packed. I do believe we are going to see the saviors in this episode. Like I said, I think we are going to see a decent part of the attack. We might even see them gain a little bit of ground on the saviors or whatever. But I do know one of the big things that is supposed to happen in this episode already. I kind of got spoiled for me because someone just said it out loud on one of their videos I was watching. They just didn't give any kind of spoiler warning. But yeah, one of the wait, just let me for a spoiler warning. Anybody who doesn't want spoilers, please back out now, because like I know you guys are gonna be like, oh dude, why do you spoil this for us? Like, if you don't want this spoiled for you, please skip ahead like I'll say 1 minute. I'll try to keep it fast, but yeah, like if you don't want it spoiled, skip ahead now. Alright, but pretty much you've been warned. Spoiler alert. In this episode, if I'm correct, this is supposed to end up with both Maggie and Carol being captured by the saviors. Now, obviously, I think Rick and the others are going to save them, because I really believe that I really find it hard for the whole season finale Negan appearance to happen if he has Carol and Maggie, unless it's one of them who gets, the big kill off at the end of the seasons. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be the same as in the comic books. In the season finale, so we know they're gonna have to get rescued at some point. But yeah, that's the big spoiler. So I think I definitely kept that under 1 minute. I hope I did. But yeah, that's just that's the spoiler for anybody who is interested. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler to a point where it'll ruin everything for you, but it's just something that's there, something that I knew and something I want to put in the video. But like I said, my predictions for that is that that's not going to really last. That Rick and the others, they're going to fix that. I'm trying to beat around it because I don't want to really give hints to what it is, in case like you skipped ahead to 1 minute, like I said. But yeah, like this episode, I definitely think it's going to be exciting, but other than that, I really don't know what else to say like about this episode. Like, it seems like those are going to be the main points in this episode. We know that Heath is going to be in this episode. I don't know if he's going to actually be there with, well, yeah, he is going to be there with Rick in the group, which is a little bit weird because I thought him and Tara was supposed to go on a really big supply run from like episode 11, I believe that was in. No, episode 10. Yeah, episode 10. They were supposed to go on this huge supply run. And holy free, what? Wait, what's this episode 12 that I'm talking about here? Yeah, I was right. I don't know. I be confusing myself with these episodes for whatever reason. Like, but yeah, like, there's not really much to predict for this episode. It just looks like Rick and the others, it looks like they're going to be attacking the saviors, planning their attack or whatever, kind of getting into position and maybe even kicking down the doors and beginning things. But like I said, I think a lot of the big stuff with the fight is going to go down next episode. I think next episode is going to be a very action-packed one. So with that being said, that's all of my predictions for episode 13, Not Tomorrow Yet, of The Walking Dead. I don't know if we're going to see any other characters in this episode. If we're going to see anything else highlighted like that. Hopefully we do. Hopefully it's not just Carol, Rick, and the group. But considering most of the group, it looks like most of the main survivors are going on this attack with Negan. It seems like that's going to be the really big main focus. Even Carol, she's even going. So it's possible we can be seeing the whole thing with her facing her demons at the same time. They're attacking the savior. So like, who knows, maybe even something happens like where she can't even pull the trigger on one of them, because you know all of what she's done, her being a mass murderer pretty much, is like crashing down on her, and you know she's kind of feeling the impact of that. You know, it could really mess things up for them. But as for other characters, I really don't know if we're going to see any. I couldn't tell if Carl was coming on this or not. I could only imagine Rick would probably want him to stay in Alexandria and be safe, you know, but who knows, he might come. And I'll get into why I brought that up in the next video I make. Make sure you guys go watch the next video. It's going to be a really I think a lot of people are going to like it, so make sure you go check it out. Alright, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to leave likes and comments down below and tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next video. ZFR out, guys.